Hi and welcome to this video on Evil West. This video is covering a lot of different gameplay, but later in gameplay, where I have basically every upgrade except for the ones I have to find or level up to get. But this video is because I am really fucking tired. I really don't have anything else that I want to play because this game I can be as bad as I want and it will still be fascinating to watch. This game is fucking beautiful. This game, I can tell by how it was produced and how it was made, just the overall gameplay, was not made by a massive group. But I highly suggest everyone plays this game because this game is fucking gorgeous. This will not be my high, or you know what? Fuck it. This is actually going to be my why you should play this game because I don't think I've actually made one of these. I made a Valentine's video for this because Valentine's Day was a bloody time, but doesn't matter. I think so, but doesn't matter. The build system in this game, relatively speaking, is a matter of money to get upgrades. Each upgrade has a different amount of each upgrade costs different amounts here and there, and each upgrade does different things here and there. Like that allows me to have constant healing that actually does benefit from that. So if I just have energy, I'm able to gain health back and gain an immunity phase, which is just fucking gorgeous. That's just because it look cool. That's because I have to, because that's actually just a free one. This is because the rifle is my personal favorite weapon. That's because it looks cool and does a whole lot of things. The next thing I'm going to buy is that to allow my high damage capability. And I should actually scroll through all these so you can actually see them. Each one of these different circles do different things that all do different things. These are typically things that are typical. Damn, I'm sorry. Like I said, I am exhausted. I stayed up all night last night because I think I actually said that because I did try to make a different version of this video because something flew in my mouth. Fly did as I was trying to speak, but that's one. The reason why I stayed up all night last night is because I had a doctor's appointment uh, later in the day, but more early for how I typically go to sleep. So when I finally realized, oh fuck, it is late, I had to stay up. So I'm kind of SOL on this entire thing. But I will try my best to make this a good video. The overall build system, so to speak, allows you to do so many cool things overall with every single thing at your disposal. Like something that is absolutely insane is just that because this synergizes fucking beautifully, that means the one NATO will become three NATOs, which is fucking gorgeous. And hopefully that shows how the NATO works exactly. It moves. I don't know if I control it. I don't know exactly what makes it move, but it moves and will go around slaughtering everything, which is absolutely fucking gorgeous. The next upgrade I'm going to get is or not that. The next upgrade I'm going to get is that is the LMG. Cool. That to allow me to have the ability to pop that and have a good fuck you, and then I'm going to try and get that hopefully next. But that will allow me to pull that out guaranteed to have that high damage because that means I can't get stunned, can't get anything happen to me. I am just guaranteeing that damage basically. And right now, also, something kind of cool about the build system, so to speak, is those that you will find here and there are actually full resets for your everything. For your perks, I forgot to show these off. These are all very handy and all have different lines. I'm going to go through them. I have bought the ones I really like because I only like using my energy for some things here and there. And I'm going to buy that next. That is the next thing I'm going to buy once I level up. But all of these are very handy for different things, and you kind of see the general thing of what I'm doing. I pressed the wrong button there. Boom, boom. These are all found throughout missions because you can easily replay them, and the chests there show you what you can possibly get. Like some upgrades are in chests and some skills are in chests. These typically do some crazy things, like that's just very handy because you can easily just sock something on the jaw, make it go up in the air. Explosive things are very handy, and because it works with the secondary perk there, that's even better kind of thing. Like there is some crazy synergies you can do in this game overall that allow you to just have some absolute fun. And something amazing about this game if you have somebody to play with, this game is also multiplayer, which is absolutely gorgeous. I have not been able to do that. I will at some point, hopefully. But this game is absolutely gorgeous with so many cosmetics. Now, with all that said, I'm actually going to show you the gameplay. Right now, I'm at a puzzle section where the goal is to follow these. Basically, oh yeah, I should tell you the kind of story. Basically, magic voodoo hoodoo super vampires on magical steroids, which is why the hunters in this universe need flamethrowers, Gatling guns, TNT that can cause lightning nados, the ability to sucker punch something into oblivion, and all sorts of different things here and there is needed to be able to fight these things. Is because they have some shit like this magic wall, which makes it where it doesn't actually exist for anything. Like it doesn't like there could be no wall there. It could actually most likely will actually be a big tunnel or something there and completely hollowed out. Like this changes absolutely everything about space and everything because of how this is shown throughout the story. But these are basically I forget the exact vein, but it is a vein going directly to a heart that we have to pop. And they say we, as in whoever's doing the section, has to pop and get it done. And whoever is, as in if you ever played this game, because I highly suggest. Okay, this looks a lot more confusing than it is. Ooh, okay. Oh, this is actually going to be one of the easier ones to get. That's actually very helpful. Typically, you have to go up somewhere, which is why I was looking for a staircase or something. These are just a pop them like zits. Also, something absolutely gorgeous that is not self-explanatory. Some big crit happens, like there's big pulsing crits here and there, but there is also the ability, I can show it off here, to crit a big bitch by popping him in the head. Ho! That was not a headshot because you'll see, because of my build, I get energy back. You know what? Have a NATO. Have a NATO. When they flash raid, you're actually able to kick them in the stomach with clicking R3. I'm not the greatest at it because it's basically a parry, but it's possible. Even those big stomps, you can technically parry. Give me my flamethrower, flambe, motherfucker. Okay, I really need to get rid of you. Why are you full health already? I really need to get rid of you. And, okay, that right there was maximum knowledge of how these things work. Crit spots like that take 3 shots, some crit spots take more than 3, and different things like that, like less than 3. Just knowing the different weaknesses of enemies is very handy, which is why I know exactly what to do here. Oh, my feelings. I can't stay still at all, which is why I'm trying to move a good bit, because trying to beat ass when you can't stun them is a very difficult procedure. I should not have dodged there. I have immunity. Ha. Ho. Ha. Shit. Okay. This game was really hard, and this section before this area here, before I actually walk in here, detonate this, see the Glimmer stuff, it actually was a big boss fight that actually the character said to basically bring backup. This area is meant to be played with another person, which is why there's so much shit. But it is possible solo, which is what I am going to do. Hopefully this time I can at least gain 3 charges to be able to pop my super. Basically super. Try to dodge. Whoo! Okay, I have realized I cannot actually kill the big bitch outright because I cannot focus the big bitch enough alone. to be able to kill all of them. I have to be able to kill the big bitch by itself, so that means killing. I think I'm gonna go from the ground up instead of the big beast. Gonna go from the ground up. Hopefully, I don't get stuck in a corner this time. That's actually what it does to start healing everyone. I need to focus that down so it's not able to do that bullshit. Whoo! But also not let it murder me at the same time. Hell yeah! Got one of them better than every single time thus far. I'm trying my best to save all the things that have a slow recharge right now, so I have it for the inevitable big bitch at the end of this area. Whoo! Ah, pulls of light! Fuck it. Hopefully I can annihilate one of them. I can, hell yeah. Whew. I'm still gonna work from the ground up. Something amazing that I'm actually gonna pause to talk about. Um, with Sony, okay. PlayStation always innovates. PlayStation constantly innovates. They do so many amazing things. Sure, their movies and stuff like that aren't the greatest, but they're not necessarily the worst. Like Mobius, I watched somewhat all the way through. I just stopped watching it. I forget exactly why. There's so many reasons why I was not watching something, but I was watching it and didn't finish it all the way through. But it didn't seem bad, and I didn't even get to really anything that was bad. like at all. But with all that said, PlayStation 5 now has a setting in the settings that allows you to have three-dimensional audio, which is why I am able to just groove here and completely dodge their attacks. I am most definitely out of this groove, so these two bosses, and okay, keep in mind, everything I just fought this far was a boss. The spikes on their health bar means that they are actually a boss enemy, which is why I can't just stun them by zooming to them or pulling them to me. So yeah, this is something. A trick we play in this game as well is know when the animations happen, or what animations mean what. That animation that he just flew up in the air with means that he was going to heal his friends, which is something I cannot allow. Whew. I'm sorry, I've really let you know. And now let's kick some more ass. But press the wrong button. I wasted that. If I'm up close and personal beating ass, every single time he pulses red would be a massive bonus to me, because that allows me to stun him. And if you have somebody able to get in there, or you're able to get in there, beat some ass, you'll be able to slowly build up that yellow bar and make it where you can actually stun them with this. Or, yeah, I don't think you can even pull them with that. Ugh. Hell yeah.
Here's the third one.
Also, this game is very handy with how it shows off where things are. Anything that glows is typically collectible. Anything with chains is something you can use to get through things. Uh, General things like that. And when you see a fist is punch, when you see a dynamite explode, very handy stuff. And there's hands for things like
Disgusting.
this. These chains means there's something up there, and the sound of sparkles means there's something in there. But I can't get to those yet, so I'm just gonna progress. Why? Why is it just the abyss here? That ooh money. That doesn't make at all any sense.
More money. You think your illusions can stop me? Think again!
Oh, are those
Debano. The fuck?
those aren't big bad bitches? Why do they look like roots?
Did you really think she'd be waiting here for you? We all saw you through your father's eyes. And you're just not that important to him.
Where is she?
William considered you a rabid dog. He tried putting a leash on you, but you're just too wild to tame. He didn't understand. It's not anger that drives you, but the fear. You knew you could trust yourself without your father's guidance. You're just a scared little boy. Scared of change. Give up, Jesse Runtier. We've always been one step ahead of you.
Okay, I wasn't gonna pause it, but that's fucking hilarious. That guy got cut down a couple missions ago into just being a head, and because he's a vampire they call ticks, he's able to survive and just be just a head. But because he's in that pool there, I'm guessing he's not going to be just a head. He's going to stand up and be more ripped than the fucking Hulk. Like I'm expecting some weird shit because these vampires are some weird shits. Uh, And I also wanted to, I can't show off my settings. In the settings, there is a way to change your aim assist or your snap on target, specifically on your aim assist, where you aim down sights and you snap onto a target. Do not change that from the snap on assist mode. There's like two others. Do not change it from the base mode because that base mode literally makes this game what it is. Without that, you are literally saying, I'm better than a cowboy literally standing in that zone. You are unable to be as cowboy as you need to be without that ability. Unless you're like on PC and are absolutely fucking cracked. But I don't think that's you. I don't think that's me. I don't think that's a lot of people. If you can, good on you. Just don't think that you will.
I know you're sharpening your teeth for the president. You want to turn him. But since I shut down your leech farm and stopped the plague,
There's just not enough of you freaks to simply walk into the White House.
What are you doing? No!
How does she plan to do it?
No! Stop! Chesterfield Opera! There's a premiere! President will be there! Exposed! With almost no security! It changes nothing. Washington is too far from here. You'll never make it in time.
Watch me.
Okay, another thing I have to just. Okay, that blimp, and this is Wild West, Wild West type chicanery. There's a lot of cool science, even though it's been Wild West. That's pretty self-explanatory because of the tech I just used. But that blimp is used by the head of security for the president. He, being the kind of head in charge of a specific branch of the U.S. government, the basically Vampire Defense Front. Think of it like that. Because he is the head of the Vampire Defense Front, which is the Rentier Institute. I think I said his last name correctly. Rentier. His dad is William. He is Rayner. I want to say it's an R word. I think it's RR. I forget his first name. Um, but because he said take that blimp, come here, I'm gonna need your help. He thought so many steps ahead, like a hunter would, which is why this game is fucking gorgeous. These vampires, excuse me, I had a burp there. These vampires are all pretty basic vampires. They understand how these magic abilities work. They're all the same magic abilities, different things like that. So technically, his name is Jesse. There we go. Jesse Rentier. He technically, theoretically, could actually be doing this. Just okay. The difference is the person that is doing these, the actual character, has had a lifetime to practice, to hone their senses, to literally feel the disturbance in the fucking air from the vampire's voodoo hoodoo and say, fuck this shit, I'm out, doo doo doo, far enough out of that field of fuck you, and then blast him with a shotgun. Like, that is how he's trained to do from birth. Not birth, a little bit later, but still, basically birth, which makes it where theoretically, technically, he should be able to do everything that you are seeing me do. Like the go that actually is the win go, no pausing, no nothing. Technically, he should be able to do it literally the first time. Like, this does not actually seem that difficult, to be completely honest, because of what he is doing, how he is doing it, and how much a man can do. Like, and I mean man as in peak physical, mental, physical, like not space marine, not augmented human, but one tier below. Kind of thing. And I'm not saying Space Marine because of the new game. I really want to play that game. Haven't played it. I might buy it, but the newest or the Space Marine 2 for PS5 only has the Ultramar version or the Ultra something. I think it's Ultramar because Ultra and all these different things. But that version that is $100, nowhere near the typical 60, and that just fucking hurts. But uh, when that becomes a thing, I might buy it because I really love Warhammer entirely. Like, I love Chaos, I love the Xenos, I love the Imperium, the Warp entirely. Like, just all of that's so fucking cool. Um, but uh, if you don't know anything about Space Marines, it's going around like a wildfire. Space Marine is literally fucking everywhere. Look up the genetic implants for a Space Marine. They are incredibly handy. All of them, like some of them seem fucking weird, but when you think about the fact that in Warhammer, it's crazy fucked up world, there can be birds that look vaguely like a crow. vaguely like a crow. And then when you look at it, okay, vaguely like a crow, but a puffball at a distance, like a massive puffball where you see the beak and that's about it. But when you zoom in, you see those aren't puffs. Those are razor wire blades for fucking wings. And keep in mind, the person that is saying these things, that is describing these things, is a space marine. The space marine then says this bird flew into its friend, which is a armored squared individual, more like like not squared, cubed. Yeah, cubed. Squared is the two and then the four. Cubed, which is basically because of the organs, the second skin, then the over armor, and the blah 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 blah. This the ability to react as fast as they can, like all these different things. This bird flew into that big bitch and mincemeat it. Like that is just an animal. Like there's some crazy shit, which is why uh it's just awesome why there's so many cool things overall. I don't know exactly what I was wanting to say with that. Just Warhammer's so fucking cool. But without thinking about all of that crazy shit, just thinking about what is actually real with humans, this technically is theoretically possible. With if he is just trained from birth and is the what's the right word? Usain Bolts of vampire hunting, the Michael Phelps of vampire hunting, this is their thing. And okay, one last thing before I get back into this. Michael Phelps is genetically interesting. If I was told correctly, he has actually double jointed knees, double jointed hips, webbed fingers. I know he has webbed fingers, and I believe toes. And he's able to hold his breath for a lot longer. He's just a fucking fish dude. He's an Atlantean, which is incredible to think about, which is another thing that I love about Warhammer because they talk about genetic shit. And you wouldn't think that it's somewhat plausible, but the shit that you can just see in the world about how the human body works and everything's like that, Warhammer's kind of correct on a couple things, and it's weird, or not correct, touches a little bit too close to home. Like how humanity won't be the good guy. I hope it'll be a good guy. I believe it'll be the good guy, but I kind of know it won't. It will be like the Imperium. It will be everyone is bad because there can't be good if everyone's bad kind of thing. And with all that said, let's kick some ass. Okay, not getting on with the bad part. Sorry. Everything boils down to personal greed. If somebody is able to be greedy, they will keep being greedy and greedy and greedy. Like, for an example, in Warhammer, part of the reason that made the Imperium the shit show that it is today is, or in 42nd millennia, technically, better way to put it, um, is because of a fuck ton of greed in the Age of Apostasy. These are things you can actually look up, and I'm trying to say exact things where and it's not just Doge Van Dyer with the Age of Apostasy, it is also before, because technically it shouldn't have even been religious, but uh all these different things do kind of correlate with how it would happen in real life. It wouldn't just be one person, it would be so many extra pieces going into this overall just domino effect of we're fucked, or just fucked over, relatively speaking, which is why personal greed should never really play a factor in really any company, but specifically when it comes to space travel and space companies, because they can easily make any greed can make anything horrible with the amount of resources available. When they have literally infinite resources, and this is something that people don't actually talk about in space, when you're able to go to an asteroid that you can scan way before you go there, or way before you even want to go there, you just send a probe out, you see what it is, and you see that it has the specific material you want, like gold, iron, blah, 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 whatever the fuck you want. You fly out there, send the people out there. Sure, it's going to take a couple generations, but you go to that pocket and you start mining all of that, and now that material is now used to continue your little settlement out there and different things like with that amount of shit, and I do mean like raw components, raw materials, raw shit, you're able to basic or not able to, if there is no greed. And I do mean greed as in how capitalism needs to have rules, which is why we're not, America, it's not a capitalist society, it is a republic society with a capitalist monetary system because it's meant to have rules. If you're just a capitalist society, you are just kind of fucking yourself over big time because that will actually just hinder you overall. But uh, in space travel, because you have so much materials, it allows the greedy people to be more greedy and make it where there's more and less of economy and blah 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 blah. It enables so much bullshit. But if you're able to basically make it not a barter system, but a monetary, capitalistic monetary thing, because you need to have that I do this work for this money. That is what capitalism allows and what allows to a lot of different things and mindset, different things like that, which is why it's needed, but to the point of Warhammer where there's not even money. Like, there is money, but not really. It's more favor, more fame is what a lot of people really work with in Warhammer because you need to be somebody to do something kind of thing, which is also why I personally like how all the named characters survived. You need to be somebody to do something, kind of thing.
There's surely a bunch of her freaks protecting the show. Every bullet counts. Stay focused. We can't allow her to get to the president. Lock and load.
I'm sorry. How that guy shot the lever action rifle hurt me. I am a gun nut in any game I ever play. If I enjoy the game, it is because of the weaponry. Even if it is not a gun game, I like the swords, I like the physics of the weapons, that general thing. Now, with that said, that was a lever action rifle, if I looked at it properly, if I saw that correctly. The lever action rifle, I think, technically can be cocked by using the hammer. But why the fuck would you? Theoretically, because of if the rifle itself is designed to take impacts like a hunter rifle would be designed to do, just redundant as fuck, able to just withstand impact after impact, basically using it as a club if needed, because not Reaper. I've thought about stuff like this a whole lot because of RRP. Reapers are a big thing. That is why it's called RRP, Reaper Equipment Program. It is a game I'm going to make, which is why I am making this entire channel and different things like that. Like a lot of different things I've talked about. I don't want to talk about it here, but I've talked about a whole lot. Um, at a specific point. The lever action rifle, if you just slam fire it, basically, would be on par with what he just did. Sure, won't be as stable, but theoretically you should be able to do the exact same thing if practiced and made perfect, relatively speaking, because what they're trying to hunt and what they are also being hunted by, which is why a lot of different things. And yeah, I'm gonna finish this cutscene, but I do not have enough time to really get into this mission because this video is almost done because it can only make an hour long video. I would like to at some point be able to make a longer videos just for points like this where I'm like mid missions, like should kind of continue it until there's a very good cutoff. But uh next Friday there should actually be a video, or not should, actually should be a video covering what I have gotten thus far on my RRP game, just so you know. I have been trying to build up the creative juices. I've been trying my best to think of a better way to put it, but creative juices to actually make RRP fully delve into it and fully understand it. And I don't even know where to begin to, or not RP, fully understand Unreal Engine because I finally got it to work and everything's like that. But once I fully can get into it, because I want to have that full, like, revved up and go type of energy, once I get into it, I will be learning every little bit I can about it because I want to use every little mechanic in it. I'm going to be using everything about it, which is going to be very handy. With all that said, let's continue watching vampires do vamp shit. Which is getting that.
We'll go and look for the president.
Send Felicity our regards.
Let's tear these fangs, sons of bitches, and you asshole.
Seriously? What happened to Potty Mouth?
You know what? I have enough time for this. I might not have enough time for this. Oh, motherfucker. Fuck y'all. Come here. I really need to get one of them. Two of them. Come on. I'm going to use everything at my disposal because that just seems fun to do. I'm not trying to... Let me... Yeah. Foot. Yeah, I had to just burn everything. I should just die. I'm going to try this on my own time. This is going to be one hell of a thing to just jump back into, but I also need to get some rest. I hope y'all enjoy the video, and I will catch y'all on the next one. This is a massive cliffhanger, but I can't really do shit about it.